there, Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bosk's Bounty video. So today, this beauty of a mint on card Bosk arrived today in the mail, and it prompted me to do a update video of my goals for 2021, my collection goals. So basically, back in January 2021, I put out a video for my collection goals, and in that video I listed various things from vintage Star Wars to modern Star Wars, things that I wanted to get for my collection this year. Now, some of those things were completely out of my ballpark in terms of what I could afford. Some were on the edge and some were more easily obtainable. So today I just wanted to do an update video with where I'm at with my 2021 collection goals, because this one arrived and it prompted me to do that video. So let's first of all take a look at this figure closely. Now, I'm not supposed to really have this today, so this arrived today, but it's for my birthday. Basically, my birthday is in 2 weeks time, and this came up on the Dark Side Alliance Facebook group, and because it's something that I've been looking for, I immediately claimed it. It's an absolutely stunning example. It's unpunched. It does have a bit of a crease at the top there, but the bubble for a tri logo is absolutely beautiful. There are no dings whatsoever. Usually these tri logo bubbles get dinged about and even crushed, and there's a few little scratches on the front here, but in terms of, you know, very difficult to get a bubble in that condition. Now the card does have a tiny bit of edge wear on the side there, and it does have that crease, but as far as a tri logo Bosk goes, this is almost as good as it gets, really. So I'm very happy to have that in my collection. There it is. There's the back of it there. So it's the tri logo Bosk. Now, as I said, I'm putting a little bit of money towards this, but mainly it's from my wife. So my wife always struggles to find things to buy me for my birthday, and it's my birthday in a couple of weeks. So I just bought it and I said, here, give me that and I'll give you a little bit towards it. And she's very happy with that. So after this video, this is disappearing for a couple of weeks, but I did need it to show it you guys in this video. And let's take a look at the other things that I've managed to acquire that I was looking for in that original video from back in January. Alright, so one of the first things that I mentioned in that video that I wanted to acquire this year was the loose Weequay figures for the vintage collection, and I've managed to get one of them. Now this was courtesy of Tungori.com. He suddenly had a load of them on his website, so I picked one up for myself for my skiff. So that's one of them. I'm still after the standard Weequay. Very difficult to get loose. But I keep my eyes open, and yeah, so I was very happy to get this one in the end for what, $15 or something. Absolute bargain at the time, because, you know, loose, this is probably going for like, you know, £40 or something. So very happy to get that. I also mentioned that I was going to be trying to get some exclusives from the vintage collection that I still needed, and one of those was the Jar Jar Binks in Carbonite. And if you've been watching my channel, I did manage to pick that one up a couple of weeks ago. I haven't got it to show you now because it's been sent off for grading. I like to get all of those exclusive rarities of the vintage collection graded. The other one that I wanted to get was this one, which is the Brian's Toys exclusive Jocasta Nu. So lots of reflection going on in there, but there she is. So that's pretty much it now for the exclusives. I'm pretty much done with the exclusives for the vintage collection, which is awesome. Now, to go along with that tri-logo Bosk, I did also mention that I was after one on the Return of the Jedi card, which I did also manage to get. Now you can see this one's got a bit of a yellow bubble. This one already came graded. He was an 80 grade. I think I got him from the same Facebook group as I got the tri-logo one, but it's a beautiful card back, unpunched, really nice card. The bubble got an 85, figure got an 80, and the card got an 80 on that one. Really unsure how the card got an 80. Maybe slight faded, I don't know, but really nice card back. And, you know, as I said in that video at the time, very difficult to get a Return of the Jedi Bosk without the yellow bubble. It is possible. I think you need like maybe one of the earlier examples. This one's a 65 back. I think maybe you need one of the earlier debut cards really to get a clearer bubble, which maybe I'll upgrade him one day. I don't know. But to get this one and the tri logo in the 1 year, I did also mention that I wanted to try and look for the one with the Palitoy logo, which could potentially be, you know, north of £1,300. I think that's unrealistic for this year, and probably for any year. I'd probably have to sell, you know, maybe 3 or 4 of my other mint on card figures that I've got in my collection to be able to afford these basically. And it's the same with everything in this video really. It's about moving stuff around in your collection. I've sold a lot of my Lego, as you know, to afford this sort of stuff. You know, I'm not well off by any stretch of imagination. I don't have just endless supplies of cash to spend on this stuff, but it's about moving stuff around in your collection, as I say, just to get the things that you want to focus on. And yeah, so very happy to get the Return of the Jedi and the Tri-Logo Bossk. I haven't got the loose PBP Bossk, which I did mention in the video with the fat lips. He's going to have to wait for another time. The other items that I've managed to pick up this year so far are some vintage figures for my collection. I'm just going to plonk a few of them down here so you can see them. One of the figures that I did mention in that video was a loose Darth Vader with a decent lightsaber, and after a few attempts, I've got to tell you, I did manage to get one, and he is now on my first 12 stand, and that first 12 stand is now complete, which is awesome. I was also on the lookout for some loose vintage figures to complete my run of 96 figures, which I'm obviously getting closer to now. I put out a video the other day where I managed to acquire 10 loose figures from the Orange Droid Vintage Toys Facebook group, or page rather. These are 2 of them. Very mint figures, really nice, and yeah, very happy with those. These 2 here, lovely figures also, and these 2 amongst a few others were sent to me by Andy at the Holochronicles podcast. A friend of mine, Andy, him and Josh have got an awesome YouTube channel, the Holochronicles podcast. So there you go. That is where I'm at for halfway through the year. I think I've done actually really well compared to last year, where I had a list of maybe 10 items and I managed to get 2 of them. So I really wanted to focus down this year, really put some obtainable items on my list, and we're not finished there because obviously we're only halfway through the year, and I'm going to be going to the Echo Base live event next weekend, which I absolutely can't wait for, and there's going to be so much vintage Star Wars there. So I've set a little bit of money aside. Some of my budget for that weekend did go on that Tri-Logo Bossk, but that's just the way it goes. When an item comes up that you really want, you've just got to strike and get it there and then, because they don't come up that often. So there you go then, guys. That's it for this video. That's where I am with my 2021 collecting goals. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It gives you a bit of an update where I am. I'd love to know in the comment section below how you're getting on, if you had some goals for this year and if you've managed to pick anything up. So let me know in the comment section below. But thank you very much for watching, and of course, we'll see you on the next one.